I made my coffee fucking perfect this morning. You know when you do that? The moon is exactly squaring Jupiter right now. Jupiter's the great benefic planet, you know? So we could have been having a really dreamy, nice morning. Moon in Libra squaring Jupiter in Cancer, or Jupiter squaring the moon. Let's see what signs we need for today. Do we need to look at any signs? Any particular signs or any part of the chart? Oh, Jupiter. I was just talking about Jupiter. Good old Jup. The great benefic. Oh, look, I'm also seeing Capricorn. I'm seeing 10 Capricorn on the bottom. So someone could have something in or around 10 Capricorn, between 10 and 20 Capricorn. Someone could have Jupiter in Capricorn. Is there any other sign, planet, placement we need to think about or focus on today? 10 Scorpio. Oh, look, it's Saturn. Interesting. Because I was just thinking about Saturn with Capricorn, because Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Okay, you could have Jupiter in Scorpio. Someone could have something around 10 Scorpio. You could have one of your big three in Capricorn or Scorpio. Is there anything else? Thank you. And we have Aries. We have the malefic planet showing up. So we have 10 Aries here. You could have something around 10 Aries, 10 Scorpio, or 10 Capricorn. Let's get into the cards, shall we? Okay. What's the primary message for today? 8 of Wands. We moving quickly today. Let's get going. Ain't no time to hate, barely time to wait. It's time to go. 8 of Wands. It's about swiftness. It's about action. It's about quickly moving towards your destination. Quickly moving. It could be about air travel. It could be about travel in general. It could be about a conversation. Passionate, quick moving conversation. Now, some people like to say it's Cupid's arrows. I don't know about that. Maybe. Let's see. What else? Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toad. And I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad Realm. What else? Cut this deck. We get messages. I'll give you a message. Are you serious? King of Wands. Hi, King of Wands. We have the World. The World. 10 of Wands. What the fuck? Hierophant reversed. Okay. The World. I like seeing the World. That could mean that we're leveling up. I don't want to say the wrong thing. King of Wands. Maybe the King of Wands is the one taking action today and moving quickly with that 8 of Wands. He's taking his wands and rolling with it. With the King of Wands, we have... No! Guys, it's the Queen of Wands! Who? Guys, I'm gonna cry. I am going to cry. I'll get to it in a second. Sorry. All right, with the World, we have, the 5. Shit, do I really need to talk about this, Toad? I don't want to. I might have to. We have the 5 of Pentacles. I'll get to it. With the 10 of Wands, we have the 3 of Swords. Guys, someone's got a heavy heart. Page of Cups. Page of Cups with the Hierophant. Okay, well, the King of Wands, we could be talking to the masculines or the feminines. This is a message for both. This is also going to be a divine counterpart reading, apparently. Okay, so it's a little bit of both. It's going to be a little bit of both. Not everyone's dealing with that shit, fortunately. Fortunately. Cherish it. Cherish it while you still can. Enjoy your soulmates. Okay. King and Queen of Wands. What about them? They are balanced. You have the 6 of Pentacles. Card of giving and receiving. Balance. Reciprocation. Or lack thereof. Or lack thereof. It's hard to tell. I can't tell if it came reversed or not, you know? I think... Let's see. 6 of Pentacles. We need to get what we deserve, guys. Make sure you're getting what you deserve. Make sure it's balanced. This could be talking about the Lovers. Putting that back. Please clarify the 6 of Coins with the King and the Queen of Wands. Please clarify the Six of Coins with the King and Queen of Wands. The Lovers. The Lovers and the Star. I was thinking about apples this morning. Apples could be significant. And we have the Star. Faith. That's nice. Okay, so there's some torchbearers out there that need to have faith when it comes to a decision. Okay. There's some fire signs that are in love. This is power couple status, guys. They're gonna make money together. Whoever this is, whoa. The amount of fire, like the amount of movement that can happen if they actually come together, they can make a lot of money. They could have a lot of success with the world, a lot of success, but they have to let go of the burden. That's for some. That is for some. There's a lot of creativity between these two, right? Well, what about it? Now, with the world, they're trying to get to the world, right? We're always trying to get to the world. We're trying to level up. We're trying to break cycles, right? I think the cycles that we're trying to break are the Five of Pentacles, the scarcity mindset, the abandonment issues. And the reason why I reacted when I got this is because I thought it was going to come up in the other deck. That's why the Snow Queen. I finally watched Frozen. Okay, and most of you guys don't know about my whole cartoonmancy thing. I have a theory. Go figure. So Frozen is based off of the Snow Queen. Okay. Now, Disney movies, children's movies, cartoons, there's a lot of information in them. Video games, too. These are the way that we spread the message. It's always been like this. Even before written word, there was the stories being told around the campfire. And even back then, it was for the children. It was for entertainment purposes. To pass the hours, the dark hours in the night, right? But the really smart adults are listening, are paying attention, because there's messages. How else are the archetypes, how else are the stories or the myths going to get passed down? We're not passing down oral traditions anymore. We're not telling stories like we used to. Now, yes, Disney adapts from old stories. Most people don't even know. I didn't even know that Frozen had anything to do with the Snow Queen. Okay? It's also kind of similar to Narnia, but that's because that there are a lot of similar. This is the archetypal hero's journey. God, I have so much to say. Stories are going to reflect each other because of the archetypal hero's journey. All right? And it's going to reflect your life because of the archetypal hero's journey. This is a concept and a theory created by Joseph Campbell having to do with the archetypal spiritual path of the soul. It's the fool's journey. We're all on the fool's journey. We're all the fool on the spiritual path of the soul, right? And that's why most stories, myths, they reflect what we go through. And the more that we live with the path of the soul, the more that our life will end up being like a movie. The more that we're going to see it that reflect. I call this cartoonmancy. It's a term I coined. We can get a lot of messages. If you are seeing your story reflect in the movies, in the cartoons, in the stories that you're hearing around you, in the games, that means that you're on the right path. And you have to remember that the good guys win. That light always defeats the darkness. Okay, and then there's a reason why Narnia has to do with like the eternal winter and the Snow Queen. Why the Snow Queen obviously came first. This is a very old story. It's because there's archetypal themes in these stories. The winter represents the dark night of the soul, the winters of our discontent. So there's similar themes in a lot of stories about, the cold winter, the cold night, right? It represents depression. It represents loneliness and isolation. That's the winter. That's also Saturn, Capricorn. If you have a lot of strong Saturn in your chart, again, I talked about this a lot with this story, with the Snow Queen. These are the malefic planets, Saturn and Mars, okay? And Jupiter can make them bigger. Anyway, so in this story, there's the mirror, and the mirror shatters, and the fragments, the little shards of the mirror, fall from the sky, and they fall into the hearts and the eyes of innocent people, and they become severely depressed. If they fall into the eyes and the mind, sometimes it can be cured, but in the heart, sometimes it can never be cured. A cold, frozen heart forever. Now, they do One thing that you have to remember when it comes to these Disney tales is that you actually have to relate it. For the cartoonmancy thing, it's important. You don't have to, but it is important to relate it to the original stories. I do this with all of them because it gives you extra information. Now, you're not gonna, there's some secrets to Frozen that you're not gonna get unless you know the original story of the Snow Queen. Now, Frozen is so good. I had never seen it because it came out before my son was born and after I was too old to watch Disney. And of course, like, I heard like the little girl singing the Let It Go song, but oh my God. Now, what most people do not realize is that the two sisters in Frozen are actually the two halves of the self of one woman. And there's two men. Whoa, I just saw a crazy orb. And there's two men in the movie. They represent the two halves of the little boy. This little boy. So the two sisters are like the Empress and the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the cold one, the isolated one, the one that sees everything, the mirror, okay? Whereas the warmer sister, the friendlier sister, that's the Empress, the one that is approachable by the men. God, it is incredible. There's so much information. There's so much information in Frozen. Okay, there's so much information in all these movies, but you have to know how to decipher them. You have to know how to not get hung up in details, how to be able to place them into your life and see how the stories and the archetypes are reflecting in your reality, okay? Because the story of the Snow Queen, the story of Frozen, it reflects the divine counterpart journey. It also reflects coming into union with the self. It also reflects the inner child healing, okay? Because at the same time, the two parts of the self, the two parts of the sisters, Elsa and, what's her name? I'm not good with names. One's the adult wounded, traumatized self, and one's the inner child that is still warm, that is still loving, that is still, God, you gotta watch it. If you relate to these stories, if you are, especially if you're dealing with some sort of counterpart thing, then I suggest you watch it. But look up the story of the Snow Queen first. The mirror. Now they do put a little bit of the part with the coldness in the heart and the eyes in Frozen, but they don't make it a mirror. They show it like the woman has powers, right? And she isolates herself because of them, because she sees that her powers harm some people, or that some people take it wrong. Anyway, I gotta back up a little bit here. Frozen. Cartoonmancy. Anyway, what we are needing to conquer here in order to level up, in order to get to the world, is our depression, our coldness, the way that we are seeing the world, the perspective in which we are reflecting. What are we reflecting? Are we reflecting the bad? Are we reflecting the hard? Are we reflecting the cold? We need to get over. They need to become warm again. They need to come in from the cold. Okay? Let's get a little more. Okay, but the heartbreak with the Ten of Wands. Why? What's going on with that? I think that that's what it is. It's this heavy heart. Someone's got a heavy heart, right? Look at this little girl on the mushroom. Little girl on the toadstool. All right, well, let's clarify the Eight of Wands. What's the Eight of Wands about? Ace of Wands. What do you want? Go after it. What do you want? Start making moves. What do you want? What do you want? You know, with the Ten of Wands, we need to drop it. You need to drop the weight and come back to what's essential. Come back to the Ace. So if there's something that you've been carrying around that you've been overburdened with, it's time to lay that burden down and do what lights you up inside. Do what inspires you. There's also a lot of attraction, a lot of desire for... Wow. Yep. There's a lot of desire for getting through the dark, for getting happy, for having this new way of thinking, for getting the fuck out of this. It does take a little bit of effort, for noticing your thoughts. With that Ace of Swords, guys, it's so important. We need to hold on to this new way of thinking. We need to notice our thoughts. We need to notice when, like, is worry and anxiety your resting state? Is that your normal go-to? Because we need to change that. It's time to be determined and take action. Like, really move forward with your mind, with this determined new way of seeing things. Okay? We can't be back and forth. You can't be back and forth when it comes to manifesting your desires. If you're not sure, you're not going to get it. If you're not sure you want it. You have to admit that you want it. You have to, in order to get what you fucking want, you have to admit that you want it. Have some faith. The star. All right. What's the 3? Oh my God. Ace of Wands. Again. I'm trying to clarify the 3 of old heartbreak, maybe. Or just like disappointment in general. Just, it's like the heaviness of the world. Someone's got a heavy heart with the world there. Yeah. Someone's got a heavy heart and are only seeing the bad. It's time to let that go. It's time to start noticing, like, what you're thinking. Because in this age, it's going to be so obvious what you think will come about. It will. Have you ever noticed it? When you start feeling good, good things happen to you. Your luck changes. Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands. We got the Ace of Wands twice. Boner card and WAP card. King and Queen of Wands. Where'd the lovers come from? Where the fuck did that just come from? Whoa. Weird. Weird. I did not see that come out. It freaks me out sometimes, guys. Neptune is weird these days. Neptune in Aries. Okay, well, set off into the darkness already, folks. Go after it. Quickly. Go into the dark. Have faith. Have faith. It's not that hard. Yeah, it's... Page of Cups with the Hierophant. Page of Cups with the Hierophant. King of Cups. I had the Queen of Cups earlier too, and I put her back. We're going from the page to the king. Hopefully. Knight of Swords again. What do you need to do? What do you need to do? What do you know you need to do? What do you know you need to do? Oh, Emperor, I'm sorry. I know. Just, it's gonna be okay. It's the dawning of a new day. It's the dawning of a new day. We must drop this. We must drop the old pain and come back to this. I know it's scary. Just keep walking through the dark, one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Don't get scared. Don't get scared by the dark, my kings. Keep going forward. Be the dreamer. Be the dreamer. Anything else? Oh my God. Again, that's what I got when I clarified the fucking King and the Queen of Wands. I just got the Queen of Cups. And then this is on the bottom. If you're worried about something not being balanced or not being reciprocated, it is. Okay? So, is there anything else I can say to the King and the Queen? Come out into the open. You have to come out into the open. Come out of the walls of the city. Come out with it. Come out and celebrate. These are 2 cards of celebration, community. Well, they're very, very, very psychically connected. I hate these fucking... Okay, I think that the reason why the divine counterpart readings come out so much is because my twin is pulling on me. Not everyone's dealing with that. But we all want to. So, oh God, why? All right, let's get an animal medicine card. These just spin me out. They spin me out because it's just like so, there is such a fucking connection here between someone. It's gotta be divine counterparts. And not everyone is going to get that. Not everyone's going to get that because it's the final fucking test. It's the final fucking battle. It's the big boss battle. Not everyone's ready for that. Not everyone's ready for that. They're going to keep running away. Most people are going to run away. And that means you're going to have to come back to it either later in life, or in another lifetime. Okay? Do you want this now? Do you want to get here? It's the final battle, guys. It is the final battle. Wounded warriors. If you are dealing with this, that means you have been through hell, motherfuckers. You don't want to do it anymore. But you know what? You have to remember that we fucking came here to have fun. We came here to play a game. Are you playing it? Or are you fucking running away from the whole reason why you fucking came here? 8 of Wands. Go for it. Swiftly. Stop holding back from life. Stop holding back from life. It's urging you to play. It's urging you to enjoy it. Why? Because, yeah, of course we're going to have another lifetime if we want. If we want to keep playing the game, we can keep playing the game of life on Earth forever. Okay? But if you want to win the game, if you like your bodies, if you like these bodies now and you want to enjoy them, play with these bodies. You can do it now. Or, why don't you just snooze away your life? Snoozy McSnoozerson away your life and wait for the next body. Maybe you'll like that one better. But I guarantee it that if you waste your life even in knowing, the next lifetime is going to be more of this. It's going to be more. For me, it's like every day I'm like, I don't want to do another divine counterpart reading. And then Toad makes fun of me. Oh my God, King of Wands. Where'd all these cards come from? King of Wands is here again. Hi, King. Because he's pulling on me. Every day. I'm like, I'm not going to do another one of those stupid divine counterpart readings. And then every day my energy is pulled in one direction. If you're not dealing with it yet, you're being prepared. Let's get an animal medicine card. So yesterday, did you guys see what happened with me? I said coyote. I said coyote like 7 times. 7 times. About 7 times. And then, boom, coyote came out again. Came out. Signs and wonders. We create our reality. We get what we say. So another thing, I do want to say this too. If you are casting spells, you're not a toady. It's not faithful. It's not toad medicine to cast spells, to do harm. And even if it's not harmful, the only spells we want to cast are the ones that we use with our voice, the spelling, okay? We write and we speak with intention. We don't use it to manipulate other people ever. Ever. That's black magic. Whenever you are using any magic on another person, it's black magic. I'm telling you. I'll elaborate on that more another time. We simply get out of the way. We simply protect ourselves. What animal spirit medicine do we need? Mountain lion. Leaders. If you want to be a torchbearer, we do not cast spells. That just pushes the wheel. It creates more of the swing. When we're trying to find the center of the wheel, we're trying to be the fool. Okay? When it can work, right? But it's not what we want. You push for something, it's going to push back. It creates an imbalance on the wheel. When you push for something, when you chase for something, you might get it for a while, but then the karma will come back to get you. It will. I'm seeing 17 and 18 lynx. I think I'm going to keep lynx. I'm also seeing dog. Any other? Raven. Magic. Okay. I think someone is finally kind of tapping into the magic. Realizing their leadership potential. We're realizing that we're the kings and the queens. I don't know what lynx is. Raven is about magic. It is coming upright today, which I really like. Wow. Okay. Raven is just trying to tell us that someone is finally like tapping into the magic. Someone's finally seeing and allowing themselves to feel this magic. If you have chosen Raven, magic is in the air. Do not try to figure it out. You cannot. You're not going to try to... You can't understand things like this. You can't really understand and grasp rationally fully the unknowable. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of the alchemical moment. Don't ignore the signs, guys. Don't ignore the messages. They're real. Will you recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from the Great Spirit? Or will you limit the power of the great mystery by explaining it away? It may be time to call Raven as a courier to carry an intention, some healing energy, a thought, or a message. Raven is the patron of smoke signals, or spirit messages, represented by smoke. You know, I do this every time that I smoke. I pray while I'm smoking, and I ask that with each inhale and each exhale that my intentions are carried to Great Spirit. Neptune magic. Raven magic, apparently. I'm trying to cover my chakras. So, if you want to send a message to the Blue Road of Spirit in order to contact the ancients, call Raven. Or, who knows, the ancients may be calling to you. Remember, this magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to light. In doing so, you will have honored the magician within. Magic comes from the darkness. Magic comes from the star, from us being in the unknown. The real magic comes from the unknown. So if you want to manifest great things in your life, you have to be comfortable with sitting in the darkness. That's the message of the torchbearers. That's the message of the torchbearers, guys. And it's a raven! I'm so sorry. It's a raven. And we got the lions. Oh my God, guys. They get better every day, these readings. They get better every day. And it's about the leaders and the magic. Oh, look, I'm Andromeda. Do you guys see this happening? Am I doing this for anyone out there? Hello? Oh my God. The torchbearers. Okay, if you are tuning in this, it's not a huge collective. We're not a huge collective because not everyone is going to be comfortable sitting in the dark. Not everyone is going to be able to do these things. Not everyone is going to be able to transmute their fucking darkness. Someone very Saturnian. Someone very Mars ruled. We all have it. We all have the darkness. And here's the thing, too. The farther you go into the darkness, the closer you are to God. This is Jesus's parable about the 1 and the 99. This is what he meant by that. It's actually physics. He understood all of it. God seeks the one who goes astray. God seeks the one who goes astray. How can I state this? Yeah, it's because the brightest light is closest to the darkest dark. The further you go into the gray, the further you go into the gray. So the further you go into the light, the further you get to the darkness, right? You go first as like the love and light hippies when you first start waking up, and then you find your darkness, okay? So that's why when you are ready to start the whole twin flame journey, you've had to go through a whole lot of shit. You've had to go through a whole lot of shit. Holy shit. Not everyone is going to be able to transmute their darkness. Not everyone is going to be strong enough to break this, right? Like, think about what it says in the story and in the movie, okay? They say, oh, luckily, like, when in the beginning of Frozen, you know, she first gets hit in the head, you know, in the eyes, right? It's like, oh, it's just in her mind. That can be cured, but the heart, not so much. The reason why the twin flame journey is so hard, the reason why the divine counterpart thing is so hard is because it's the final test. I don't know what else to say. It gets harder as you keep playing the game. You're strong. If it's hard for you, it's because you've gotten through a lot of levels, a lot of lifetimes. You are a leader. This is about leadership. It's about integrity. Self-esteem. I just switched turned to Moose, and I did see Moose earlier. And self-esteem is a big one. Have your confidence, kings and queens. You're the king and the queen of wands. The king and the queen of confidence. Know it. Feel it. Embody it. Mountain lion. Leadership. Are you ready to be a fucking torchbearer or not? Oh my god. Oh, I just got hot. The fucking king and queen of wands. Power couple vibes. Power couple vibes. They're gonna do great things. I think the king and the queen are most kind of power couple-y out of the minor arcana, instead of just, the emperor and the empress, obviously, but because they're creative, because they follow the fire. They are truly the leaders, because the fire is the lead. The fire is what leads the way. The fire is the torch. It's what everyone else follows. That's why the King of Wands is the boss. It's also about creation. So they're going to create a fucking empire if they just overcome their fear. If they just overcome their fear, it's going to unlock everything. It will unlock everything. Leadership. All right, I'm going to turn to Lynx, though. Lynx is secrets. I wasn't expecting that. If Lynx is at your door, listen. Brother or sister Lynx can teach you of your personal power and of things you have forgotten about yourself. Okay, this is what it is. Lynx can lead you to lost treasures, to connect you to forgotten brotherhoods and sisterhoods. Some medicine people believe that the Sphinx of ancient Egypt was not a lion, but a lynx. This lynx does not say much. With an enigmatic smile, the great cat watches over the sands of forever. Someone has a secret, yes, but they also have this quiet leadership about them. See the sphinxes? This is about leadership and power too sometimes. When we are able to move from 7 to 17 and move forward through the dark with faith. Oh my God.